Welcome back. I'm Connie Carroll, and I'm here with Raven Quinn. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Connie. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. Raven, you are a singer, songwriter. You illustrate children's books.
I do.
You've been in front of the public for many, many years. And even though you look really young, and you were diagnosed at a very young age with a very aggressive cancer. You were diagnosed at the age of 31. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
And now we're 2 years into your journey.
Yes.
And you found Breastlink, and you found some real differences when you did come to Breastlink. Tell me about some of those differences.
The differences between Breastlink and many other facilities, I would assume, are night and day. The beginning of my cancer journey was off to a rocky start in the very beginning. I saw an oncologist that was not the most sensitive person.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that wasn't so great. So that actually led us on the journey to find the very best, and that was how we found Breastlink.
So your first oncologist, kind of a rocky start. What was that experience like? What was rocky about it?
It was just very clinical, very cold, a lot of information in a very short period of time, and it was all life-changing information. You know, here you have this cancer diagnosis. You may not be able to have children. You may have to go through 6 months of chemo. You will have to do this. You will have to do that. And it was all delivered to me like, you know, somebody handing you a hamburger at McDonald's, just with very little bedside manner whatsoever. And it was a lot to take in.
And you had no history of cancer in your family.
No history whatsoever.
So you were just kind of there to check something out, and you got this diagnosis. It just must have been terrifying.
It was absolutely terrifying, yeah.
So that visit probably didn't go so well.
Didn't go so well, but you know, it led us on a better path to find the very best, and that was how we got to Breastlink.
That's wonderful. So your first visit with Breastlink was?
Night and day, absolutely different. My very first visit with Breastlink, within the first 5 minutes, my oncologist, Dr. Smith, was explaining to me how things worked on a whiteboard, educating me, and the most important thing he said within that first few minutes of meeting was, what you have is highly curable. And those words were magic to my ears.
So he said something that was full of hope.
Absolutely, very hopeful, yeah.
Oh my goodness, what a difference.
Yes.
What a difference that makes. Well, here we are, 2 years later.
Yep.
Can you tell me about where you're at now?
I have my life back, and I'm very glad to have my life back. I'm still here, still kicking. I'm working on a new album right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
What's the name of it?
Into the Storm is what it's going to be called, and it reflects a lot of the journey that I've been on for the last couple of years. I'm working on a children's book with the author Beckett that I've done the Steampunk Sorcery series with, and we're off on another journey together. So my life is back to normal.
Keeping very busy.
Yes, keeping very busy.
With all of the energy that you have.
Yep.
And the glowing health that you have. I mean, you look fantastic. And I know that you still are undergoing some treatment.
Yes.
Even now.
Yep.
But with Breastlink, you were able to go forward.
Yep, I was absolutely able to go forward. Between the doctors and the staff and the volunteers, I was carried through a stormy time, but I got out the other side.
Well, from that storm to your album Into the Storm, and here to speak with us, Raven, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you so much, Connie.
Well, thank you all for being with us today, because we love to hear these stories about hope and positive action and a true future. And you can hear more of these stories here at Breastlink.